Oh. Sorry piece of horse flesh. Now you see what you done? Got away again.
That was your daddy's favorite painting.
I used to catch him staring at it. So what are you gonna do, Abigail?
I don't know. I never expected Judge Travers to leave me a thing, let alone be so generous.
Well, your family. You've been with us since... I can't remember when you weren't here.
Just a minute. You can never quite tell what's inside a person's private heart and soul. And your father didn't talk much about himself. But you can tell a lot about a person by what they hold on to over the years.
What is it?
It's something your daddy should have told you about. But you know men, they put things off.
No, not Daddy. He was Mr. Discipline, Mr. Schedule, Mr. Perfect.
That was his judge's persona. That was how most people saw him, but he was still a man.
You know what's in here, don't you?
Yes, he showed it to me once, debating how to tell you, but he just never got around to it. I'll be here if you want to talk. Honey, your friend Larry is here.
Thanks, Abigail. Hey, Nat. You shouldn't have had to call me. I should have come on my own. What's up?
I've something to show you. Here. Can you believe it?
I'm sorry. I don't get it.
My father, the ever honest Judge Charles Everett Travers, was married before.
Before?
Before my mother. Yeah, it's a little secret that he carried to his grave with him. Why didn't he ever tell me?
I'm sure he had his reasons for not telling you.
Oh, don't defend him.
There's nothing to defend. I'm just saying that he probably had his reasons for not telling you this. I never know what to do in these situations.
What situations? When was the last time a friend of yours came to you and said that her father was married before her mother? And to a trick rider, no less.
A trick rider?
Yes, a cowgirl. She rode horses in a rodeo like a sideshow clown.
Well, she rode horses. You ride horses.
I am not a cowgirl.
Well, They were very young.
I wonder if my mother knew.
Well, I'm sure she knew that he had a life before they met. I mean, people do remarry. And I'm sure that if she lived longer, she would have told you.
But how come he didn't tell me?
Well, check her out. She's pretty cool. I mean, look at those clothes. Dig that hat. I bet she stood on the back of galloping horses. Don't you kind of wonder what they had together?
I don't know what I wonder. I don't even know what I feel.
Hey, come here, pal. It's gonna be okay. Be all right.
Hey, Lulu. Hey.
I'm supposed to do all that, Sam.
Yeah, I know, but you know you can't reach. And I don't want to have that 2-foot dirty streak down the middle of my window like everybody else in this town. Go get me $10 worth of gas.
Morning to you too, Sam.
I'm sorry. Good morning, Lulu. I look tired this morning.
Psychology test on deductive reasoning. I study till 2.
You're on time for work. I'm impressed.
Well, I have to be here at the crack of dawn. So if anyone but a moron needs gas at this hour.
And Jess, she's still holding on that there should be service for something in this world, even if it's for us morons. What's this, some new policy? I give you a 10, you give me a 50?
It's a 50 you gave me for Jess.
I told you to put this in her fruit jar.
I did, but she took one look at it and knew exactly where it came from. Says you know she's not a charity case.
That is the hardest-headed woman we'll ever know.
She ain't ever...
Isn't
ever gonna let us repay her for anything she or her mama did for us. That's just the way she is.
We're just gonna have to keep on trying, aren't we? See you, Lulu.
Bye, Sam.
Bennett, Martin, and Jordan, may I help you? Hello, Max. Let me check her extension. Can you hold?
Yeah, Nancy.
Natalie, Max is holding for you on line 1.
Thanks. Hey, Max, what do you have? Really? Right here in California?
Just seat yourself, honey. Specials are up on the board. I'll be right there. Here you go.
Thank you. Tell me, your salads, are they?
Your best bet's one of the specials. Just passing through, are you?
Well, no, I'm looking for someone. Actually, I'm writing an article on old rodeo performers, and I understand one of them used to live around here.
Lots of them. It's kind of a mecca. Or it was. Well, those days are gone for good. Chili's good today.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
One chili, Billy.
Onions? Oh, no, thank you.
Hold the onions.
Not bad, though.
Here's some more water, just in case the chili's too hot. Sometimes Billy gets a little carried away back there.
Thank you. Can you tell me where I might find a Maggie Mae Jarrett? She was pretty well known for...
Trick riding, honey. Everybody that knows anything knows about Maggie Mae Jarrett.
Good, good. So maybe you know where she is, or where I might find someone who knows more about her.
Old rodeo folks pretty much ended up all together west of town at Shady Grove. You take the first dirt road you ride, look for the names. Third row on your left. Her place is the newest.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Just freeze. He'll slither off as soon as he figures out you're not going to hurt him. Must be a nest around here somewhere. I see one almost every time I come out.
A nest?
Yeah, have you seen one? Well, there's dozens and dozens of little ones. They're just wiggling and writhing all over the place. It's really interesting.
Can you just do something, please?
Yes. Hey, shh. Go on, get. Go on. Get. Go on. You okay?
No, not really.
You don't look like you're from around here. You got family buried here or something?
No, I'm, researching.
Researching?
Yeah, I'm, writing about, rodeo performers.
Oh, my goodness. You're here for Maggie Mae and her pals. That's my mama. I'm her daughter, Jessie Mae Jarrett. You can call me Jess.
Daughter?
Yeah, her daughter. Nice to meet you. I didn't get your name.
I didn't know she had a daughter.
Well, that snake really upset you, didn't it, hon?
Yeah, the snake and, chili.
Sally's Diner? Oh, Lord. But the snake's gone. That'll make you feel a little better. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I get your name?
Oh, no, it's, Natalie Travers.
From?
L.A., Los Angeles.
Okay. Natalie Travers from Los Angeles. It's nice to meet you. You can follow me on back to the house. I'll tell you all about Maggie Mae Jarrett, greatest rodeo queen of her day. Come on. Come on in. Got a lot more of these when you're ready.
No, thank you.
Not a coffee drinker?
Mm-mm.
Hard to trust a person who's not a coffee drinker.
This looks like an old pinup photo.
Oh. Maggie May was painted on the nose of a B-17 during the Second World War. Some of those old guys, they came all the way from Chicago just to meet her. Do they do this sort of thing a lot?
Beg your pardon?
Do they assign something to somebody who doesn't really know what they're writing about?
They expect us to do the research.
Listen, I gotta go out and start filling the tank for the horses. I'm gonna be right out by the barn, so you can just look all you want, okay? And I'll be back in before I go down to the pasture. You okay? Okay.
Who are you?
Natalie Travers. And you are?
Hungry. What are you up to?
I'm a writer.
Yeah? What do you write?
Articles.
For
magazines and newspapers.
Any I've heard of?
I doubt it.
Where's Jess?
She's outside somewhere by the barn. I didn't get your name.
Lou Ellis, Suzanne Nichols. I don't use that middle one. It's too cute. My friends call me Lulu.
I live here. Jess took me in after my parents died.
Oh.
All right.
I thought he was a goner.
Just keep him out of the green for about a week. He'll be fine.
That's my best rope horse. I'm obliged to you, Sam.
He'll get my bill.
That's not a very friendly thing to say.
Yeah, well, you called a vet. I came and I did my job. You're looking for a friend, you're barking up the wrong tree. Go call somebody else.
This is about Jess and them wild horses.
She's just trying to do a good thing, Tom. She's trying to fulfill a promise.
Now, those wild horses they get in my herd, that's a bloodline ruined.
They're just looking for water, Tom. And you could fix it if you really wanted to.
Sam, Jess is just as crazy as her mother was. It's not my problem. She is not gonna drill on this land.
I'll doctor your animals because that's my job. But I won't hear any harsh words about Jess or her mother. You got that?
If I was 10 years younger, I'd give you the what for.
If you were 10 years younger, your dad would be kicking your behind.
You just keep them horses off my property.
Yeah.
Billy makes the chili on Friday. He keeps adding chili powder every day to kill the taste while it's dying. By today, it would be dead.
Stop it.
No, I'm gonna be dead.
Where are you staying, hon?
I was planning a round trip.
You're not tripping anywhere today. Not till this is over. You just stretch on out there. I'm gonna get you a blanket. And you, Miss Cherry, go get your homework.
my loving husband, Charlie. Always, Maggie May.
Got an extra one here in case you get cold during the night.
I don't want to impose.
Jess sticks and strays all the time. She's got a dozen old wild horses up there she's trying to keep from getting shot by our rabid neighbor. Oh, geez, I'm all out of paper. You wouldn't happen to have any, being a writer and all, would you? How about a pen?
Lulu, leave her alone. I have paper and pen over on my desk. Listen, we're gonna have to haul the water up to the horses right now. It's gonna take a little while, so you just, lay here and relax, make yourself comfortable, okay? We'll be back as soon as we can.
You might need this. Guess what I discovered? That lady has a picture of Maggie May in her card, just like this one.
Writers do research. These old rodeo pictures aren't exactly classified documents.
But this one says, to my loving wife, Charlie. The one she has is for Maggie May, to Charlie.
You should not have taken this out of the book.
I wonder what she's really up to.
You really don't believe her, do you?
Gut feeling, Jess. All I know is something tells me she's not what she says she is.
I don't know what she's all about either, but I do know she's one sick puppy and she needs some help right now.
I say she's trouble.
Drop it, please.
Anybody home? Oh. Hey. Well, that must be your car out front. Where's Jess?
I'm not sure. She'll be back soon.
Oh. Sam Nelson. Hope I didn't scare you.
No. I'm probably the one who's scary.
No?
I'm Natalie Travers.
I don't remember seeing you here before.
Oh, this is my first time here.
Are you selling something?
No, it's nothing like that.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just something I ate.
Oh.
Hey, looks like our visitor's gonna live. Sally's chilly.
Oh. Well, I hope you feel better than you think you look.
Thank you.
Sam's a vet. He could take a look at you.
Sure. I'd be happy.
Whoa. Wait, you're just a veterinarian?
She's just a writer doing research on Maggie May.
Who do you write for?
You
Freelancer.
Freelance, that's right.
What does that mean?
Well, that would mean that she is broke and starving, right?
I don't think so. Have you seen her car? And those shoes?
Lulu.
Well, it's nice to know that freelancing pays. Oh, Jess, here's the lease agreement.
What does lawyer say?
Oh, Tom's not going to change his mind. That agreement was written when water rights weren't even an issue. I know that's bad news, but you know what? I'll water him tomorrow. I'll take my turn.
No,
all right?
Sam, it's not your problem. I appreciate the offer, but Lulu and I'll take care of the watering.
Can't we just put him in the corral where we actually have water?
That sure would make life a lot easier, wouldn't it, Jess?
Hey, come on. Maggie May would not have that, and you know it. Neither will I. We're going to honor those horses the same way she did.
Well, I'm going to go out to the barn and check on old Buster. He's limping. Oh, it was nice meeting you.
Would you like something to eat?
No.
You know where I come from? People say goodbye face to face. They don't leave a note on the kitchen table. I'm surprised you found something to write with.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to wake anybody.
Where I come from, people don't lie about who they are, what they do for a living. They just kind of come out and say what's on their mind. We're obviously not from the same place, Miss Natalie Travers.
Well, where I come from, people don't...
The guy in the picture here with Maggie May, Charlie Travers. Recognize him, do you?
Yes. He's my father. Charles Everett Travers.
Figured it was something like that. Why'd you come here?
I don't know.
They were married.
See, my father was a very distinguished judge, and I just can't imagine them together.
Well, Maggie May always talked about it. Charlie Travers, the only man she ever loved. Guess she's not quite la-di-da enough for you to imagine.
No, that's not what I meant. My father was your father, too, if what you're telling me is true.
If what I'm telling you is true. So now you're calling me a liar? You got a lot of nerve.
No, I didn't mean to insinuate that. Maggie May could have had somebody else in her life.
Not very likely. She went to her grave in love with that man.
Well, if they were so in love, then what happened?
She ended it. She said Charlie was destined for greater things than being married to a rodeo queen, so she sent him packing and never told him about me.
I just found out about all of this. Daddy just died.
Maggie May 6 months ago. Get in the truck.
Well, I really should...
Get in the truck. I wanted you to see this before they left for the day. Horses were here before we were, and Maggie May used to say we were the squatters.
There aren't very many of them.
Yeah, well, there used to be. There used to be big herds of them running wild all over this place here. And some of them scattered, you know, they got caught and broke, make real good cow ponies. And the land behind us went BLM. That's when the water started drying up, and horses started breaking down fences all over this place, just trying to get to the water. People started shooting them, and it was...
Shooting them? They can do that?
People do it every day all over this country. I mean, for good reason sometimes, you know, because wild horses, they can be pretty destructive. And a thirsty wild horse, my goodness, they can just rip your ranch to shreds. But sometimes, you know what? People just shoot them for sport.
Well, there has to be laws.
Yeah. Legal or illegal, the horses are still all dead. You know, these guys, they just showed up on our leased land here a little while ago. There's no brands, no earmarks, nothing. Sam says they're wild.
Where were they before?
Probably hanging out on the backside of the BLM. You know, this place is probably stored in one of their primitive memory banks, you know, and then they just instinctively returned here, kind of having a feeling that this was their home. Problem is, their home is all dried up now, too.
Well, if you have a lease, why don't you just dig a well?
I don't have the right. Even if I did, I don't have the money. You know what? This whole place used to belong to Maggie May. At one point in time, she sold it to old Hayden Groves, and he leased it back to her for grazing rights, and it was a 50-year lease for a really low sum of money, of course, by today's standards anyway. And then at some point, it got handed down to his son, old Tom, and now Tom really wants me to break this lease so he can turn around and lease it to somebody else for a lot of money.
Well, why don't you just hire an attorney and sue him for drilling rights?
It's a legal battle that I would lose. According to this lease, all we've got is surface water rights and natural spring rights in a land where there's no rain. And all the springs are dried up.
So you water them?
Yeah, every day. We haul the water up here and then we run it down to that old tub down there.
commitment.
I'm trying to keep my mama's dream alive. To give these horses a place where they can live in peace and run free, you know, like their kind have ever since the beginning. Maggie May was a dreamer, and she had a really big heart. Maybe knowing that, you could just accept that she and Charles Everett Travers were just two young fools in love. Maybe someday we'll just both accept that.
I still think there's more to that woman than she's letting on.
Why did I let you take psychology?
It's just common horse sense.
You're too suspicious.
You know something you're not telling me.
Nothing you need to be worrying about. We've seen the last of her.
There's only 2 of them. Maybe we got lucky and the rest of them left.
That wouldn't be lucky, and you know it, Lou.
I don't see why not.
Because it upset Jess, and you know it. They came here for water in the first place, and they'll all be back.
Just forget it.
Oh, no, it's something. Come on, let's hear it.
I'm starting to feel like I'm next.
Next. What are you talking about?
Stuck working at the gas station with Jess. Marrying some idiot like Tim Ray Marcus out of boredom's sake. Watering these darn old horses for the rest of my life. It's like my whole life is being planned out for me.
Whoa. It's not really about the horses then, is it? How long has this been building up?
I don't know. Just got a good look around the other day. I think it has to do with those Italian shoes.
I'm not really following you here on that.
That writer that's not really a writer, Natalie Travers.
Right.
I mean, did you see her?
I saw her.
That blouse was silk, you know.
What?
And that car. I bet her new shoes cost more than my saddle.
Better not have.
It's not funny, Sam. It's not funny at all.
You're right. It's not funny. Jealousy is not funny.
I'm not jealous.
Oh, yes, you are.
What I'm saying is, Sam, she had choices in life. Some of us are just stuck.
So you're saying that this life doesn't give you the things, the stuff like cars and shoes? Well, you're probably right. But there's more to life than Italian shoes.
You ever sorry for the choices you made?
Yeah, I'd rather regret something I did than something I didn't do. You know what I mean? Come on, I'm almost done here. Was that really silk?
They met the summer your dad finished law school. Got married in a fever under New Mexico skies. But his family put the pressure on. They had political ties. They had it all lined up for him. Big law firm and all. He came on out to California alone and to cinch the job, find a place to live.
She divorced him.
And just about killed him.
And he never knew about Jessie May.
Oh, honey. If there had been any mention of a child, your daddy would have moved heaven and earth to find her. You know how responsible he was. Maybe Maggie May moved on. Found somebody else.
Not according to Jessie.
Parents don't always tell their children everything. You know that now.
This conversation is over.
Look, I'm your best friend, right?
Yes?
Now, come here. I want to show you something. Check this out.
What is it?
Birth certificate, New Mexico. Maggie May Jarrett, mother. Jesse made Jarrett child and father. And father.
Yeah, John Doe.
Precisely. I want you to drop it.
Well, if she's my sister, then ethically and morally, she's entitled to half my father's estate.
Boy, you really are your father's daughter.
I just want a definitive answer to a question of birth.
Well, there's only one way to find that out.
Yeah, I know. DNA.
DNA takes 2 pieces of the puzzle. How are you going to pull that off?
I'll figure something out.
Hi.
Well,
Well, what?
test results were today.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to get them.
Oh, really? I might just forget how much I love you and paddle your behind.
I passed them both.
You did?
Well, not with flying colors, but I passed.
Oh, you proud little peacock.
I studied hard for those grades.
Yes, you did. And you should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you, honey. I really am proud of you. Hey, you hungry?
My belly is rock bottom empty.
Okay. I'm gonna go get us some burgers and we can eat them on the way to water.
Sounds like a winner.
Close up the place for me, hon.
This early?
Hey, we're celebrating grades here.
Now, those horses that Jess is trying to protect are going to ruin our herds and they're going to tear up our pasture land if we don't do something about it now. Norman, Phil, you know I'm right. We got to stand together. We got to put pressure on Jess to get rid of those horses once and for all.
Tom, I told you before, my diner is not a meeting hall for hotheads. Now just keep it down or get out.
Sally?
Here we go.
In fact, just stop this talk altogether.
Oh, no. Not on my account. Go right ahead, Tom. Do your speech.
I'm finished, Jess.
Good. Then it's my turn. With your permission.
Have at him, girl.
I'm ashamed of you guys. I expect it from Tom here because he's trying to get me to break my lease so he can make some more money. But he's just trying to use you. Can't you see that? What? Not one of you has anything to gain from those poor old horses being ground up into pet food.
It's not just about the lease, Jess.
Tom, you weren't a good liar in high school, and you're not a good liar now.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Inviting me to the senior prom, telling me I was your only choice when 3 other girls had already turned you down. I need 2 burgers to go, please.
Wait. I just want to know, did you go?
Where?
To the prom with Tom.
Well, heck yeah, I went. I was crazy about him then. God knows why.
Billy! 2 burgers to go!
I haven't seen you in those for some time.
Yeah, I'm glad they still fit. I am going riding. My horse has become more of an investment than a pleasure. I just hope I remember how.
Oh, you'll be just fine. It's just like riding a bicycle. You never forget.
I remember you teaching me how to ride a bike.
You've got so many scrapes on your knees. I went through 2 boxes of Band-Aids. Your father almost had a conniption fit. Have fun.
Natalie, good to see you back.
Hey, JJ, it's good to be back.
Hey,
Hi, Bobby.
good to see you. Been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be real happy you're back. Not that I haven't taken good care of myself.
Oh, no, I'm sure you take excellent care of him.
Do you want me to tack him and warm him up for you?
Yeah, please.
All right.
You ever want to just run, just take off like the wind? Huh? I'm sorry it's been such a long time, old man. I haven't had my priorities straight. All right, let's go.
I thought you left about an hour ago.
Whoa. Old Buster here was hard to catch. Maybe he feels the same way I do about riding the fence. You know?
This was your mama's promise.
Well, if it bothers you that much. Here. Feel that strong about it. I'll do it. I'll do it myself.
Don't you ever get upset? Always nice and calm.
Lulu, there's a few things in life you can only do properly if your heart's in it.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
No. No, you shouldn't have. Lulu, look at me. I do care about what's in your heart. I always want you to tell me, okay? And you're right. It was my mama's promise.
Darn it! Jess, are you... This is all my fault. Let's get you up.
Oh, no. I can't. Something's broke.
I'll be back quick.
I'll be right here.
Now, this is going to be real cold at first, but you have to leave it on for 10 minutes, all right?
Do you really think she's your sister?
When I was little, Mom and Maggie May talked about a guy named Charlie.
Well, at least now we know he really existed.
Yeah, well, you're living proof that he existed.
He never knew about me.
Why not?
They lived on a little ranch outside of Santa Fe, and, you know, they're all happy and in love and stuff. And one day, I guess they just woke up and realized they were from two different worlds, and so he went on out to Los Angeles. He was expecting Maggie May to follow him, and...
Yeah, knowing Maggie May, she'd have none of that.
She told him she was going to follow him. You know, I grew up my whole life thinking Maggie May wasn't afraid of anything. But she was. She was afraid that one of them was always going to have to be given up too much. You know, she didn't want it to be him, so after he left, she filed for divorce, and then she found out she was pregnant, and then she couldn't rodeo anymore, so she came out here. She got as close as she dared get and just watched him from afar. Was always proud of him.
She never told him about you?
No. Guess she started to once, you know, after I was born, but by that time she found out he was engaged to be married to Natalie's mama. And she didn't want to cause him any more pain.
It's a tough one for a young girl.
You had to live with her decision all your life. What does Miss Prissy Pants have to say about all this?
Yeah, what does she say about this?
You can just drop it.
Better get going. Don't want to be late for school. Hope you feel better, Jess.
Thanks, son.
Since when does she care about being late for school? Look, I gotta get out of here, but I'm gonna be back soon, all right? You stay put.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm here to see Natalie Travers. Is she in?
Do you have an appointment?
This is a family emergency.
Family emergency.
Natalie's sister is sort of my mother.
That would make you Lulu.
You know her, Larry?
I'll take it from here, Nance.
Hey.
Well,
Hi.
you're exactly as Nat described.
Am I supposed to know you?
Oh, no, I'm Larry Griskin, Nat's best and sometimes only friend.
You sound like Sam.
The vet?
She told you about Sam, too?
I believe I detected a little something there.
I detected the same something from Sam.
So, why are you here?
I really need to see her.
Well, she's been coming into work a little later every other day, and she's calling it getting her priorities straight.
Well, I need to talk to her about those priorities.
Okay. Well, you'll find her here. There you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Oh, Lulu. It's that way.
Nice talking to you. Do you know where I can find Natalie Travers?
Over there.
Hey.
Hey, can I help you?
Yeah, do you know where I can find Natalie Travers?
Yeah, sure. She's right out there. It's really something, huh?
Yeah, she is. So, the way I see it is, like each other or not, you are sisters, so...
Half-sisters, maybe.
Whoever came up with that expression anyway, I mean, what does it mean? The way I see it, it's all or nothing. I mean, Maggie May wasn't my real grandmother. Jess isn't my real mother. Sam isn't really my brother, but when push comes to shove, real doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Your daddy never even knew about Jess. You do. Do you have anything to eat that's not designer food?
Does Jess know you're here?
She'd kill me. Please tell me you have ice cream.
No.
Those shoes you wear, they gave me away. You're not a starving writer. And they're way too sexy. You could probably be cool if you wanted to. Jess wouldn't ask you for anything, but there is a way you could help. It takes a lot of work to keep that ranch going, and she's gonna be in a cast for another 6 weeks. Of course, we realize you're basically incompetent when it comes to hard work and pretty much selfish.
Wait a minute. Incompetent and selfish? You barely even know me.
Well, from this point on, that's your fault. You can call me Lulu. I stopped by the station. Billy Joe said everything's running smooth and you don't need to worry about a thing. Just get well. Oh, he said he placed that fuel order you told him about.
How was class today?
Psychology 101? Kind of a hands-on thing.
You were in an awful big hurry to get out of here this morning.
I didn't want to be late. I had some studying I had to do.
Very admirable. Do we need to talk?
No.
I know suspicious when I see it, young lady.
Oh, Jess.
I truly wish that you would stop hopping around on that leg.
Who's hopping? I'm sitting. Don't you have some animals you can go to a doctor or something?
I was talking to a few of the boys down at the diner today, and they said that you had a run-in with Tom Grove, and I heard it was a good one.
It wasn't exactly a run-in. I talked, and he just skedaddled.
One of the horses went down. I found her in the hollow just on the other side of the ridge.
Went down or was shot?
Natural causes.
Yeah, those poor old horses. They don't have anybody to talk for them but me, and I'm laid up here like some one-winged pigeon.
Well, I can keep an eye on things. I mean, that's the least I can do.
Don't you get started on how much you owe me, young man.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Good.
Lulu didn't show up for school yesterday.
I knew something was going on with her. You have any ideas?
She's got a lot going on in her head these days. We got to start thinking about Lulu's future. That's what's eating on her.
Abigail.
Your father always sought the truth. Oh, he would be very proud of you. And so am I.
You staying for dinner?
What are we having?
My famous stew.
Duty calls. Chip's on vacation. I gotta clean the clinic, so.
No stew, no bread.
You, young lady, gotta stay off that foot. It's gonna swell and you're gonna have to hobble around the rest of your life, all right? I'll get it.
Fine. Because my vet says don't be hobbling on my leg.
Hello, Sam.
Hey, yourself.
Hey, gonna keep me in suspense here? Are you gonna tell me?
It's,
Hi.
Hello?
So it's a viable offer. I've never written a book before, but there's a first time for everything, right?
Yeah.
Don't you have something to do? Somewhere to go?
No?
Then take off your hat.
So I was also thinking, I could stay in town, but I think it would be more efficient if I stayed here.
Hi.
Hi. Lulu, you're just in time to vote. I think it's tied.
There is no tie. Sam does not live here. He doesn't get to vote.
Hey.
Let me explain. I sincerely want to write a book about Maggie May, and I think it would just be a lot faster if I could stay here and do the research every day, and Jess would get all the credit and all the money, and I could do chores to pay for my room and board. So what do you say?
We will do it on a trial basis.
Come on, I'll show you the spare room.
What?
Breakfast. A little past 5. There's at 5 in the morning and 5 in the evening. This is the morning.
Oh, don't be such a smarty pants.
Connect the hose here, okay? And the water runs downhill to that trough.
How many times a day do you have to do this?
Depends on the number of horses and evaporation. If we had another trough, we could skip a day. Truth is, Jess would come here every day anyway just to check on them. That's the way she is.
Yeah, she's real committed to these horses.
This water just takes a big bite out of life, that's all. But then you have someone to do your work for you, don't you?
Oh, don't even go there, Lulu. You know I like pointy shoes. I heard him saying something about a spring.
Oh, that's long dried up.
Okay, wait, where is this spring?
Out there somewhere. Besides, it doesn't matter. Tom won't let us drill on his land anyway.
We're gonna figure this out.
You figure this out, and You'll... I'll be really, really grateful.
Can't you just wait for Lulu?
Oh, she got classes. I can't wait.
Well, how about if I call Sam?
He's got a business to run. I don't want to bother him. You want to take me or not?
Well, can I at least drive my car?
I can't bend my leg.
Is yours automatic?
3 on the tree, chickadee.
What?
Well, that wasn't bad. Only stripped the gear 4 times.
I truly am sorry, Miss Jess. I tried to pay for the fuel delivery, but there wasn't enough money in the register.
It's okay. It's really okay. You know, I called the company. They're going to have that guy stop on his way back down, okay? So, I want you to take this. Tell that guy just keep pumping until it runs out, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, listen. Billy Joe, you've been doing a really good job here. Really good job. I want you to take 10 out for yourself.
Thank you, Miss Jess. Ma'am.
He'd be living in the woods if he didn't have this job. He's such a hard worker, and boy, he's as honest as the day is long. It's a little slow on the uptake.
You know, I have some money.
I want your money.
No, it would just be a loan.
What do you really want from me?
I don't know what you mean. I just offered to loan you some money.
You know what I mean.
You know what, Jess? I don't want anything from you. Really.
Well, then, if you really want to do something for me, you could cast those legal eyes of yours on my old lease and tell me exactly what's in it. For your room and board.
You got it. So, where are we going?
Riding? Does it matter?
No, I guess not.
So Jess says you were able to take a look at the lease agreement.
Yeah, I did. And what I gathered from the document is that whatever existed when the lease was signed still applies. And basically, it's a grandfather clause. However, the lease is very specific about not drilling a new well.
So if we can find that old spring and make it productive, then we won't be breaking the agreement?
Correct. If we can find the well.
Yeah.
Question is, how are we going to do that?
Oh, that's easy. I know where it is.
So beautiful here. So open and free.
I can just see Maggie May out working cattle in that big old hat of hers. Oh, that must have been good times for all them. For Jess, it's been nothing but rough times. What little she had, she shared with my mom and me, and now Lulu. She just hunkered down here, putting one foot in front of the other, praying that good times are coming around the corner.
Are there good times?
I honestly don't see how. It's Lulu that worries me. The whole big world out there, and she wants a shot at it.
She deserves a chance to make her own choices about her life.
She's only 18. There's plenty of time for that.
By the time I was 18, my whole life was mapped out in front of me.
Is that a good thing?
Let me put it to you this way. It's what brought me here.
I didn't know PhD stood for post-hole digger. This is the pits.
Are you sure we are going to find a spring down here somewhere?
I don't know.
All I know is that this all seems to mean something to her.
I'm not buying it. She's got an ulterior motive.
She's out there digging her behind off. Seriously. I know it doesn't make any sense, a woman like that digging in the dirt trying to fit in, but you gotta admit, I mean, she's helping out.
What, you think I'm terrible because I'm not cozying up?
No, that's not what I said, Jess.
Well, try walking in my boots for a minute here.
We will never know what would have happened if Charlie and Maggie May would have stayed together, but it didn't, okay? I know your life has been pretty hard, and Natalie's looks like a piece of cake from here.
Oh, what are you saying? I'm jealous?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, then what?
I'm saying she's making a lot of effort. That's all. That's what I want you to think about, okay? Look, I'm tired. I had a long day. I gotta go. Can I help you?
Oh, no. I just want to sit. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Good night.
I bought those on sale.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on. I think these might fit you better.
I'm so embarrassed.
I'm sure my foot is probably a lot wider than yours.
No.
Really, I knew these were too tight when I bought them.
Why did you get them? I'm sure they cost a fortune.
I don't know. The theory was that they'd make me feel better at the time. I guess that's why I dragged them all the way out here, kind of a security blanket.
They feel great.
I'll make a deal with you. If your boots fit me, we'll trade. Do you have another pair of boots?
Yeah.
So we have a deal?
Deal.
Excellent.
Do you think those are a little out of your league?
No, I don't. I know what I want out of life, and I'm gonna get it. And it's not just expensive shoes, either.
Wow, when I was 18, I did everything everybody expected of me. I wish I'd had her spunk.
Morning. I was told I could find you here.
Well, good morning to you, sir.
Sir. Awful formal. Ma'am.
Hello, Sam.
That's better. Looks like you got roped into some watering chores.
I volunteered.
First rule in ranch, never volunteer for anything.
Oh, I guess I missed that rule.
Look, you got boots.
Yeah, you noticed. Lulu and I did some trading. They don't seem so wild right now.
I wouldn't want to ride one. So, how's the writing going?
Oh, well, it's all there in black and white. In living color, actually. Yeah, you know, I didn't see it. I didn't understand. Maggie May was a remarkable woman. All this because of some simple curiosity about her being married to my dad.
It was a big deal in her life.
What if they'd just taken the chance? You know, what if Maggie May and Charlie had just said to heck with everybody else and stuck together?
You wouldn't be here talking to me right now.
That's true.
So, what about you? Would you have taken that chance?
Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, no, I'm all out of shoes.
No, I'm all out of boots.
What's up?
There's something I thought you should know. I watched you struggle with this night after night. Jess used to write for the newspaper years ago. She even started a book about Maggie May, but she didn't have the courage to send it to anyone. I think that's why she's kind of funny about all this, because you're doing the very thing that she always wanted to.
Yeah, except I'm not doing the very thing. I mean, you know, I can write legal briefs and stuff like that, but when it comes to creative writing, I suck. Wow.
And then there's Sam.
What about Sam?
Well, I think he's, you know.
No, I don't know.
I think he's falling for you. History repeats itself.
What?
Your father and Maggie May?
I want you to see this for yourself.
Yeah.
And she's digging her behind off.
Tom.
Oh, no.
You there, stop what you're doing. Oh, there's to be no drilling as part of the agreement.
Relax, Tom. We're not drilling, you can see that.
We've been over this time and time again. You and your darn horses are out of here. You best be getting yourself a lawyer.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Natalie Travers. I am Jess's attorney. Bennett, Martin, and Jordan in Los Angeles. Perhaps you've heard of us. We're the second largest firm in the state. Now, we have more than enough proof that there was once a spring here. So based on the grandfather clause of the lease, page 12, section 8, what was there then is part of the deal now.
You know where I stand.
Yeah. You're standing on leased land. You're trespassing. And if you do it again, I'll see to it you spend 30 days in county jail.
Jess! Ha! Ha!
Can you find anything better than peanut butter and jelly?
Oh, I haven't had one of these in years. This is delicious.
Can I make you a cup of tea?
I have coffee.
Coffee? We've corrupted you all the way to coffee, have we?
Well, does this mean that you trust me now?
I didn't say that.
Listen, Jess, I have a confession.
I'm listening.
Well, I really did talk to a very successful publisher. He's a former client of mine, and he's very excited about the book. And I think we can get a deal. But?
That's the hardest part. I mean, that's usually when people give up. What do you mean, but?
Well, I tried, but I'm not a writer. And I don't want to abandon the project and just go home. And I'm just a lawyer.
You're a darn good one. I can still see Tom's face. Thank you very much.
I gotta tell you the truth about something. I used the book as an excuse to come back here. I have a lot of things to work out in here. In here. Anyway, I think we can get this book published, I really do. But I can't write it. A little birdie tells me that you can. So, do we have a deal? I'll make you one of these.
Oh, yeah, now we got a deal.
think I broke all 10 fingernails for nothing.
No, I'm starting to think you might not be so bad after all.
Yeah, well, the jury is still out on you. And this water project.
Sam thinks it's gonna work. It better work. We can't keep on hauling this water forever.
Well, Sam's an optimist.
He tries to see the positive side of things. He hasn't had an easy life, you know. His dad was killed when he was young, and he and his mom moved in with Maggie May and Jess.
Yeah, he's quite the guy.
You know what I said the other night about Sam? Jess said it too. She said, well, here we go all over again with the two of them.
They seem to be settling in, not drifting away.
Settling in is good.
We all need it.
I'm getting to like this. I know where to find you in the morning.
Don't get used to it.
Oh, you're not a morning person?
This can't last forever. This isn't my world, remember?
Hey, what was that? Where did that come from?
Reality. Reality is where
Hey,
this...
you know, hey, turn around, look at me. You told me when you were young that your mom died and you never got to know her. Now your dad is gone. You're searching for something. And you think just maybe you're gonna find it here. Don't you see that? You could have Jess as a sister.
But it would never work for us.
You know what? Just have a little bit of faith. That's what Maggie May and Charlie didn't have. We could have something different. Something like this. You're not going to believe this, but everything's going to be just fine. And it's not going to be because you made it happen, Natalie. Don't try to control it. Just let it happen.
Such a worthless loot. You guys going off to do all the work and I'm staying home.
Well, you have a book to write.
Well, that's not work.
It is if you don't know how. Right, Natalie?
Got that right.
Just checking on the horses. They're gone.
They were settled in yesterday.
Well, something obviously scared them off, I think.
Tom Grove.
The fence might be down again.
Tell you what, if it was Tom Grove, I'm gonna...
We gotta get to the dig site. Hurry up!
really did it.
See? All you need is a little bit of faith.
And a lot of digging.
What's your friend doing here?
I don't know. Law firm business, I guess.
cowboy boots, dirty jeans. Ooh, you turned into a real country girl.
Only on the outside.
Try to reach your cell.
I can't get any signal out here.
Is that her boyfriend?
No, he's just a friend from work.
What's he doing here?
Law business.
So, I drove up to give you this. It's all there.
What does it say?
Open it and see.
Oh, come on, just tell me what it says.
It should be a surprise. Plus, I gotta go. I met this woman who's into sailing. We're spending the weekend in Catalina. Oh, and I took care of that thing you wanted me to take care of from your note.
Thank you.
Problem.
Thanks for everything.
Nice seeing you all, and take care of my pal here.
Come on, let's go get something to eat.
Yeah, PG.
Legal stuff?
Just some unfinished business I have to bring to closure.
Natalie, I...
Yeah.
I better get back to the clinic. Huh?
Go.
There are several reasons. One of them being that I have a whole other life.
It isn't a life, it's an existence. What about Sam?
Tell Sam I said goodbye.
Goodbye? That's it? The man is Twitter-pated over you. You like him too, I can tell.
Well, we come from two different worlds. You're the one who said that.
I didn't say it exactly like that. I just don't want Sam to get hurt, that's all.
Neither do I. That's why I have to leave. I'm sorry, Lulu.
So am I.
Thank you. Thank you for everything. What's this?
I did something sneaky. I'm not proud of it, but it's done.
DNA results?
Yours and mine.
What's it say?
I don't know. I didn't open it.
You're not even a little bit curious?
I was. But somehow that doesn't seem to matter very much anymore. Thank you.
Get out of here before I start blubbering. What?
It's a bank draft. For $500,000? I think I'm gonna faint.
Well, don't do that, because I can't pick you up.
Why do you think she did it?
Read the last paragraph.
She is your sister.
Apparently so.
Hey, come on in.
We need to talk about your brief on the Rosenthal case.
Yeah, I finished it.
Oh, I read it. Very good.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the depositions are from the Levinson versus Connor case.
You're kidding.
No. Let's face it, Nat. Your mind's not into your work. I don't believe your heart is either.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're in love.
You're nuts.
Yeah. Well, I know love when I see it. I've been there. Once.
All right, I'll straighten out the brief thing.
Okay. And why don't you try to straighten out the other love thing, too?
Get out. So how's your sister?
It's great. Well, she was this morning. By tonight, she could hate me. Relatives, man.
See you later, old fella.
Lulu gave me your goodbye. I don't ever want there to be a goodbye between us.
Ever?
Ever.
Me neither.